Communicators have the chance of communicating acts, because it is the acts that are convincing the public, the people. CSR is all about acts. Companies have to do CSR because CSR is an acting way to prove that companies do believe good things about the environment and good things about the society. Go out and meet the real society and the real crisis that's happening out of our offices. To do things convincing for them and to show to them that we are just a part of them, that we are living into the community, for the community and from the community. That's what we are trying to do at GEFYRA, the concessionaire company of the Rio-Antirion Bridge, and that's what I will be trying to do during my duties at the head of the CSR working group of the European Association of Communication Directors. Commit the communicators to do acts and communicate acts, because we are living in difficult times and we have to be serious and as real as crises are. Environment is à la mode, as I was saying during my presentation. It is easily digestible, it harms nobody, and every company has only good incomes for its reputation through environmental care. But we have to remember that environmental issues can become social issues. That's why I was telling during my presentation that green policies can have red outcomes. A good example of this is the climate change, the migration of climate refugees into the countries that are just doing environmental policies without having in mind that environmental policies have social outcomes. So we have to be, at the same time that we are eco-friendly, we have to be social-friendly. Economic and ecological crises have social outcomes, and we have to have in mind that we cannot do only green things or red things. We have to do both at the same time. The Rio-Antirion Bridge is in western Greece, and it connects the coast of the Peloponnese to the coast of continental Greece. It is a 3 kilometers long bridge. We use the image of the bridge to promote environmental and social ideas or policies. We had to overpass geophysical adversities in order to arrive to build a bridge like this. The bridge is a beautiful scenery, permitting to us to multiply the force of our messages. A photo of the bridge or a video of the bridge imaging a banner for climate change on the bridge, took in an image by a helicopter and sent to the rest of Europe through media, a human chain of Greek and immigrant children living in Greece, symbolizing the intercultural dialogue that we are obliged to have as orientation. Two examples of how we are using the image of the bridge. Bridge is a very positive symbol of uniting positive powers in order to arrive to a good goal and to achieve things. The bridges are pushing us to act, and to act together in order to make this world better. CSR working group of the EACD is a very new one. I was the initiator of the idea. I was the one who sent the idea to the board of the EACD. The researches of universities are showing that CSR is the issue of the future for communication. What we are trying to do is to establish a network, an electronic direct network between us, and we will use the EACD net. I could say that this is a social media belonging to EACD members, so we will be able to exchange ideas and share ideas and we will arrive to summit of the EACD on July 2010 in Brussels, and speak about all the initiatives that any one of us could have in its own country, in his own or her own country, and speak also about this idea of putting together all the colleagues inside and outside of the EACD, working on a declaration, a charter for real CSR for the real world. That's the first step, but some other steps will follow. GEFYRA in Greek means bridge. Communication has not yet changed the real world, but gave signs of capacity of changing the real world. It is happening now with what I call the com boom, this explosion of means of communication, the birth of social media, who are useful for us communicators, is more power in our hands in order to spread messages. These messages are oriented to opinion makers, and opinion makers will multiply these messages. And so I believe that if our messages arrive to the hearts and minds of active citizens, I believe that we have good chances, if not to change the whole world, to give change a chance. Communication is about truth. Communication is about hope. Communication is about change. Communication is about creating common ground. I'm a fan of this idea, and that's why I came here. I think that it is also a good coincidence that this is happening just after the World Economic Forum. We have the possibility to take all these messages and re-forward them in a positive way, if such a way exists, or we have to find positive ways to make the whole human community positively living organism. Communication is a bridge between the one who sends the message and the one who is receiving the message. That's all my life is all about.